LPT Request: How to replace the ritual of a little treat. LPT Request: How to replace the ritual of a little treat. Every day I get home from work and I am obsessed with the idea of getting a little treat. Usually something chocolate sweet. I am overall pretty healthy. But I wish I could replace this ritual sometimes because I have a sensitive stomach and often indulge or want another treat after dinner. Not looking to totally restrict myself, as I believe that can lead to a further obsession. But just something small and relaxing I can celebrate the end of the workday with to replace this small daily source of happiness. FYI, I already go to the gym and on a lot of runs. So something less time consuming as a new ritual to add in would be good. A friend told me I don't want a treat, I want something to look forward to, and that helped me. Getting excited about getting home and putting on my cozy sweats. Making the perfect cup of tea. Or a new show to watch. The perk of a little treat: if finding a small enjoyment, but you can enjoy or romanticize even seemingly mundane activities in your life. My daily treat is tea. There's a soothing ritual to making it. It's warm and comforting. And it tastes good. Likely I'm more thirsty than hungry at that time anyway. I don't need a snack before dinner. Or start making dinner when you get home. So you are busy and skipping the snack. Can your little treat be a cup of tea? Or a bowl of fruit? I also love making banana ice cream. Which honestly is so good with like mango or raspberry added to it. My little treat can also be just sitting outside in the quiet for 10 minutes. Or soak in the bath. Or do some crafting. Or even something like changing the batteries in my clock so that it is correct more than twice a day. Your treat just needs to be something you look forward to when you get home from work. It doesn't always need to be chocolate or candy. It can be, but just something to look forward to. Replace the little treat with something not food-based. 5 minutes with a back massager. A hot shower. Something you enjoy. I find that I have to simply not buy the treats to stop myself from binging too much. It's an internal struggle, but I try to get a win for myself. Day by day. Have a treat of a non-food variety. Buy luxurious pajamas. Get some fresh flowers. Have an exotic herbal tea. How about this? Go figure out how much your little treat candy bar costs. And instead of buying that, put that money in a jar. Stare at the jar with an air of serenity and contentedness. Rinse, repeat until the jar is full. Then enjoy a large treat. When I'm hankering for a candy bar as a treat, I take the $1 and buy a lottery ticket instead. I see it as a ticket to a daydream about what I would do if I win, and in my state the money goes to schools and good programs like that. 0 calories, and I've won $2 here and there. So cheaper than the candy bars and less carbon footprint. For a different angle, a sweet doesn't have to be a big indulgence. You can break one rectangle off a bar of really good dark chocolate and savor it for 5 or 10 minutes if you take one nibble at a time and let it slowly melt in your mouth. A treat for your brain instead? Like something you like to do before any housework and dinner? I like building Lego sets. Cross-stitch. Video games. IDK what your take on veggies is, but I will absolutely destroy a veggie tray if given the opportunity. My family has recently started keeping celery in the fridge, and oh my god, it's rekindled a childhood joy I haven't experienced in like 15 years of having some crispy celery with peanut butter. Makes me feel less bad for wanting a late night snack. The limoncello flavor of LaCroix seltzer. It sounds crazy, but it's a godsend. Feels like you're drinking a cream soda. But it's all natural flavor and there's no added sugar. Plus you're hydrating. I'm obsessed. Probably fruit if you want healthier, or I have a strange one I did for a while: kombucha. It's fermented so it tastes a bit like booze. So instead of a beer or glass of wine, I'd have a glass of kombucha, which kind of satisfied the habit. My dessert every night is Granny Smith apple slices and almond butter. It's a treat but also healthy. Hot tea ginger is nice. The whole thing, heating water, brewing, etc., is distracting and nice, and may take your thoughts off heavier snacks. Pop a bunch of Jell-O zero sugar chocolate puddings in the freezer. Oh heck yes. Keep the treat ritual, but after dinner, have a tea so it's not another food treat twice in a day. I enjoy a diet fizzy drink or decaf coffee for a little something yummy without the calories. I love the whole fruit sugar-free popsicles for a tea. Have you tried alcohol? A nice gin and ginger may be just what you need. My hot tea with stevia and flax milk or soy milk actually tastes surprisingly like a treat. Frozen purple grapes usually do it for me. They have a bit of crunch, nice amount of sweetness, and it's easy to not overeat them because they are cold. Little treat could be vanilla yogurt with peanut butter granola. I use kind. Literally so delicious and relatively healthy. Sort of like replacing ice cream. You can do things like a sugar scrub to wash your hands with after cleaning the bathroom. Fancy tea variety pack so you get to choose something and feel more special. You can also do things like 10 minutes of time to yourself. No other responsibility. Especially good if you have kids. Perhaps a masturbation session? Endorphins, calories burned, win-win. Treat yourself with fruit. How about a nice warm foot soak with scented bath salts, while listening to your favorite music? Delay your treat by a half hour every day. Every month or so add time to the delay. After a X amount of time, your after-work treat will become your after-dinner treat. Just delay the gratification. I don't think you need to get rid of it. Maybe keep the chocolate but make it like 85 cocoa. Not a sugary milk chocolate. Crack open a crisp non-alcoholic beer. Maybe? You'll get all the signifiers of an after-work indulgence with very little calories. And no alcohol. Bitburger Drive is a good Pilsner and Guinness Zero is also good. I'd pick a fancier than usual version of something else you like. I used to treat myself to my special tea. Honestly, I love getting those little cups of fruit cocktail or applesauce. Lunch snacks are fun to eat and they bring me back to being a kid. Granola bars or rice pudding cups are also good for this. I know they're not necessarily low calorie, but they're a bit healthier than sweets and still feel like a treat to me. Tea or a bath perhaps? Just a little piece of chocolate? A 30-minute TV show? Try finding 5-10 minutes to do something truly relaxing as your little treat. I have a little sunroom in my house and I like to sit in the sun and listen to some Zen music and kind of stare into the distance. I have a porch swing and a little hammock in there, so it's a nice way to decompress. Like other folks have said, a nice cup of tea is a nice idea. I love the smell of my moisturizer, so sometimes I'll take a nice long shower with my favorite music. And just take a minute or two to enjoy putting lotion on my face, and I'll practice 1-2 minutes of deep breathing as well. That treat craving is usually a sign of a very low sugar diet, which I'm sure is consistent with the lifestyle you mentioned. I mean, you weren't really clear what you want from your post. Do you want a healthier version of your treat? Do you want advice to simply go some days without that same treat, but still eat it occasionally? Sounds like you need to figure that out. Some thoughts. 1. Switch to dark chocolate or other healthier options that feel enjoyable and rewarding. 2. Research healthy desserts you make yourself. 3. Eat more often. You won't find yourself reaching for sweets if you're full. You could be magnesium deficient. Leads to a sweet craving apparently.